What's that mouth? It's your boy Alpha Type Man, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And we are talking about Devil May Cry on Netflix. I'm featured with my boy Afro Coming 765. How you doing, Victoria?
You already know your local neighborhood scumbag here to you folks at Daily Dose of Dirtbag, same gimmick, different day, all gas, no breaks, cold hard hot takes, and everything that comes with it. Ready to talk to everybody about everybody's favorite devil hunter.
We have my Dante Lady and White Rabbit. Let's get into it. Netflix has brought us Devil May Cry. And my first thing I want to talk about, Tori, how did you enjoy it? Did it adapt well to you? How did you like the animation? And how did you like the music? Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
I think I fucked with the animation. Well, I messed with the animation. I forgot we're still early. I messed with the animation. I thought the soundtrack. It was look. If you are looking for a early 2000s new metal playlist, the soundtrack to Devil May Cry is for you. Whether you're thinking Limp Bizkit or Papa Roach or Evanescence and Amy Lee, they are all there. I was just I'm glad I was just watching Dynamite because a lot of people didn't know this. Sly, the first guy to get killed in Devil May Cry in this Devil May Cry anime was actually voiced by Kenny Omega. Not a very not too many people knew that. They did keep it on the low, but it has been confirmed. Sly was voiced by Kenny Omega, so I mean that's a thing. I don't know how TK feels about his wrestlers cavorting with the enemy that is Netflix, but no, I thought the soundtrack fit really well. I know Roland being the opening rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, but I feel like the choices that they made musically for this anime were perfect. I mean, it all worked. Everything from Papa Roach onward, it definitely fits the aesthetic.
How about
I,
the how you about the animation?
oh yeah, like I said, I think the animation was really good. I mean, Netflix has finally got it down. I was worried for a second they'd do that cheesy, like overly 3D shit in certain points, since it was a video game adaptation. Well, technically it's a manga adaptation that's based off a video game, but I was worried they were going to do that weird fucking 3D, but they didn't. They kept it kosher. I thought it was very DMC.
That is true. I
I
like
was
the
also
animation. I like the
I
sound. The
was also
soundtrack.
here for all the I want to mention all the Capcom Easter eggs. I was here for all of that. From talking about the Raccoon City job to the nigga having the Mega Man bobblehead on his desk. I'm always here for a good Capcom Easter egg.
Didn't he say something about Sonic too?
Yeah, they probably mentioned Sonic in there somewhere, but I
Oh,
just
like episode two.
I know they mentioned the Raccoon City job, and then frickin' I know I saw a Mega Man X bobblehead on somebody's desk. So
I I did like it was a lot of Easter eggs. It was a rather simple, straightforward one storyline show straight to the end. Simple. You get into it. You didn't have to like. It wasn't like
but
no magnanimous story. It was like it's basically like a long movie. Like a
but it's
regular
not
movie.
though. But it's not though because it sets up perfectly. It reworks the manga that came out before Devil May Cry 3, which is the only time the White Rabbit's in Devil May Cry. It's not like he's some regular recurring character. A lot of the characters in this were characters from Devil May Cry 3. So, although it was a very good, straightforward story, it is the perfect setup point if they wanted to adapt the whole Devil May Cry series, like the games and all, in an anime format. It was the perfect setup for that.
It was instead of we got introduced at the end. They brought the storm and he is it.
Nello
Virgil.
Angelo, we got to see Nello Angelo so many times, which is Virgil in his Devil Trigger form after he's been in because the Virgil we're seeing has already been enslaved to Mundus. It's the Virgil that is in Devil May Cry 3, so it's before. Yeah, it's the Virgil that's in Devil May Cry 3, so it's before you face him as Nello Angelo in Devil May Cry 1 and 2, which are technically after 3 because they did the third game is actually the prequel thing.
They do love to do that. It's
So it
very
actually it actually goes 3, 1, 2, 4, 5 is how the games actually go timeline wise. It's 3 and then 1 and 2 and then 4 and 5. That's the actual timeline.
Virgil at the end comes in. Y'all saw the show. It's a review on it, so y'all know. But the demons. Listen,
But
lady.
I
Lady,
like that they
I
didn't
do love
over.
the fact that lady pisses me off all the time. It's still good to see.
Yeah. Shout out, Mary. That is one thing that they changed. Like I said, they adapted the manga before Devil May Cry 3, but they did change some things. But honestly, for the first time in a long time, the things that they changed, I did not hate because it still leaves that storyline open of later if Dante works with freaking if Dante's released and works with Lady, we can still lead up to fucking taking on her dad, which is Arkham, which is the original main boss for Devil May Cry 3. So, I mean,
It does. It leads to that. Lady still. I do like I said, I do like the fact lady pisses me off with her decision making. Still, like
yeah, yo, she's
as Tori always
prejudiced.
say, emotional decision making.
Yeah, and she's a woman and she's prejudiced. So, like,
A
what
prejudiced
what
white woman.
a prejudiced woman. What do you expect?
But yeah, so throughout this show, she continues to she first, but I do like the fact that she's not as crazy as old boy is, who like let's send missiles in there, and I'm like, sir, you do not know what you have done.
Oh, you talk about the vice president?
Yes, my brain like God told me.
Yeah.
Like, that's how war start, and that's how a lot of people die when you like God told me, bro. You fell on your head and you just got CTE, dog.
Nothing worse than a nigga trying to fight a holy war.
After he like God save me after I fell face head first into the water. God, I'm like, that's CTE, sir. God didn't tell you to go in there and fight. That
That's
is
not God. That's a brain injury, my friend.
like you like, I'm just gonna go in here and we bring the water to them. Like, how you didn't tell you that from the beginning? You just found the
Yo,
device and like,
not
yo, you
not
know
the
what? We
vice
real
president murdering mad refugees from Mackay. That's diabolical, but right, par on course with what would probably really happen.
proper, especially nowadays.
I
Got
was
like
gonna say, ain't no people, ain't no aliens, demons, nothing that doesn't look like us popping up and not meeting instant fucking violent hostility of the utmost. You know what I mean? That's
did
just
the anime do a good enough job the way Cyberpunk did to make you want to play the game again?
uh, I don't know because I had when Cyberpunk came out, I had played Cyberpunk, but I hadn't played near as much Cyberpunk as I've played of Devil May Cry. Like I've played every Devil May Cry multiple times. It would take a lot for me to want to go back and play a Devil May Cry again because I've literally beaten every Devil May Cry on all of the hardest difficulties. So until they bring
What
out
they
a,
bring out the
but
remake, Tor? What if they bring out the remake?
yo, if they were to remake 1, 2, and 3, you got me.
I was
You
especially
got
want one. Let's get one first.
nah 3. A full overhaul of 3 would go so stupid. That's what. Another thing I loved about this, they did a good job. They used a lot of the bosses that are in 3 for this. Echidna, Agni and Rudra, Chevalier, fucking basically the whole not if not the whole, a good portion of the roster of bosses that you fight in Devil May Cry 3. They fought in this. Echidna is the plant bitch. the twin ogres were Agni and Rudra. Chevalier was the night nigga with the wings. But
Got
yeah,
his head chopped off in half, like couldn't right.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say he got his head chopped in half by the demon world portal. But yeah, and those are all bosses from Final Fantasy from Devil May Cry 3. The
Dun trails out here though, tore about.
yeah,
We don't want to play Dun Trail, but
I was gonna say, but no, I loved that they were all included.
I really liked this anime though. Was it Cyberpunk? Good? No, but
No, but
it
it's
was
but we gotta be completely honest. It's gonna be hard for anything to be cyberpunk good because I don't know. See, and never forget, folks, the world of cyberpunk, the whole story, all that, written by a fucking black man. The game, all of it, made by a fucking nigga. Never forget that, yo. One of the best. One of the best. I wouldn't even call it steampunk. It's cyberpunk, but literally, nigga invented a genre low key. One
whoa.
cyberpunk.
We got to get into it. We got to get every review ever has to say the word woke. I don't care because it's part
Yeah,
of it. SEO woke. This
yeah.
show. What's the show woke or not, Tor?
No, I don't think that it was.
Even though technically it might was if you're using a real definition that originally was. The
Yeah,
third eye
okay.
open demon mirror, but the way people use it now in the wrong
Yeah, I was
way.
gonna say, but modern day, look,
Filling up words, gentrifying
but
that don't
yeah,
mean.
yes, after Republican gentrification, no, it's not woke, but because you know this, look,
I do it for the SEO. I had to do it for the SEO.
yeah, but you know that especially that soundtrack, all of the songs that were in the show
Keep
may or may
Undertaker.
not have may or may not have been played at January 6th at some point in time.
Keep rolling.
I mean that nigga. They played Rage. They played Rage Against the Machine. Fucking Guerrilla Radio, nigga. One of the best. Look, thank God they didn't. Do Bulls on Parade because I'm so tired of hearing Bulls on Parade and shit. But they picked another amazing fucking Rage Against the Machine song in Guerrilla Radio. That shit will forever slap. Um, like I said, the soundtrack to this was fucking top tier, yo. Like I was even worried when I heard Roland was going to be the intro song. I was like, oh, I hope they don't just do. But they did a good job of picking freaking. They picked super mainstream early 2000s new metal, but then they picked like the Guerrilla Radio. So you got some stuff that was actually in the cut that wasn't so mainstream. I mean, don't get me wrong. Rage Against the Machine is a huge band. Guerrilla Radio was a gigantic song at the time, but I don't think fucking hell. Most people probably didn't know that the song was freaking Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine. So just saying.
Yeah, everybody now tell us your favorite part. What's your favorite episode? What's the favorite song that you heard when you watched the show?
Because there was a decent selection, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good selection. Did you like the animation? Let us know in the
I,
comments
yeah,
because
I was
I
gonna say
don't want this to be too long. I know it's mostly Tori giving you background history because y'all saw the show, so let Tori do his thing. Y'all saw it. Well, it's straightforward. White Rabbit wanted to get the blood of the brothers to undo the demon world to the human world. Straightforward. They fight for it. He tried to manipulate Dante to do what he wanted to get his blood. And it's simple, straightforward. Dante wins at the end. My boy got sacrificed. He said he take a blade for him. So in the
yeah,
first episode,
yeah. Shout out freaking damn, what I forget his name just
oh, it's
then.
Z, right? What is I forgot his name too. And I just had it on my mind because I was gonna say it.
I was gonna say, damn, he's in the. I hate it because he's in 1 and 2 as well, which was sort of crazy that he died here, which is why it threw me off a little bit that he died in this. But the nigga that if you played 1 and 2, you know who we're talking about. I hate that I
Enzo?
can't remember. Huh?
Was it Enzo?
Yes, it was Enzo. No,
No, it's Enzo.
was it? Was it? What? Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Enzo? It's something. It's something extremely Italian, though.
Yeah, he did. The two people I know he did was J.D. Morris and Enzo. Which one was this one? It was Enzo, right?
Yeah, Enzo was the kid. I'd take a blade for you, kid.
Yeah, that was Enzo. J.D. Morris and the other one. I had to remember which one was which, but I wasn't gonna say their name. It's been a long day. I did four. I did this month like my fifth review today. The other one coming out. Well, this one's coming out Monday as well. So two today, three yesterday. I recorded them all on Sunday. I got to work on Monday, so I can't just record all that. But we will have a raw review some later on tonight. So be looking on the look out for that. I appreciate y'all for that. Anything else you got coming up? Afro coming.
Um, mm, um,
Tori would join me for the raw review, by the way. So he
yeah,
might.
I'll be there for the raw review. Hopefully here soon. We've almost finished the season. We're gonna wait till we finish the first season in GM mode, and then I guess we're gonna part it out from there. We only got 2 weeks left in this first season, so that'll be coming soon. Wednesdays, Blurred Cartels Roundtable, top 10 anything. We're in our top 10 anything era, folks. Then Thursdays on Casual Conversations. You can find me having just that, a casual conversation with the great Zelmay and Miss Ebony Moonbeam. Fridays, on Friday night, you're talking wrestling with the amazing Spider Cam. We're going to be breaking
Yeah,
down
we'll
the
be talking
road.
Friday. Me and Munray will be talking
Well,
live
see?
on SmackDown live. Ours will be live talking about
Yeah, I
SmackDown
was going to say
and
ours are
predicting the
recorded.
WrestleMania predictions. Normally I ask Tori too, but he already did his show, and that'd be like crazy to have it twice on the internet. So I'm like, it's just me and Monterey opinions. Plus, it probably I ain't gonna lie with Tori and Monterey arguing, this would be an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah, we be.
So
Yeah, we
I'm
be
like,
talking.
I'm trying to get these episodes down. I know I did a few 50-minute
No,
ones.
we've been agreeing on wrestling more. It's been kind of weird, but
Unless it's Roman Reigns,
yeah,
they never get to. I think
yeah.
Monte disagree with 99% of the world on Roman Reigns. So
Hey, he hates that nigga because he's popular, yo. He's like the old 2018 IWC still.
yeah.
I'm like, damn, that nigga's popular. Fuck him.
But that's some stuff got on. So you'll see Tori and Cam on Friday night. Yeah, you will see me and Monterey also on Just a Fan Wrestling talking about wrestling. I'm keeping that in there. Bunch of reviews coming out. Electric Space will come out. I don't know if it's gonna be out before this one or after this one, but it's coming out at the same time on Netflix. As y'all can see, Mobland review is came out yesterday as well as Happy Face. So all those reviews came out yesterday. So shout out to that, as well as Power review. If y'all into Power, it's a lot of different shows. We review everything, as you can see, and I'm tired,
Understood.
boss. I am tired, but we going out and we get this because I'm grinding. So if you want to help, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, support your boy, so he don't have to do extra stuff like work a regular job, so he can review movies more. But instead, don't have to do it all on weekends and not move. I bought it. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you. Y'all saw it if y'all watched Casual Conversation on the Casual Conversation channel. Go over there and subscribe so you can watch it.
Yeah. A lot more
I bought an
flagrant over
exercise
there.
bike. I got an exercise bike just so I can watch movies and still get my exercise in. That's
You gotta
dedication.
respect the dedication, because I would never.
No, I'm watching Power on the exercise bike at like 11 o'clock after I got work from it and trying to do everything
That's
else.
for some reason that's just a diabolical picture. Just this nigga on an exercise bike watching Power is fucking crazy.
Watching famous, found famous by them on the exercise bike for like 45 minutes of the show. Just
You should have hit the exercise bike while you was watching Devil May Cry, yo. It had the soundtrack for that shit.
I did a little bit. I watched the film, so I'm exercise bike. But I do appreciate y'all. We yapped on too long. You know how the 2-man crew do. We appreciate you. Will we see another y'all in another anime? And if you said you never coming back on this channel because you don't like us,
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not.
you coming back. We out. Peace.